Hello everybody, Trekkie here with this first mod spotlight. This one is of Magical Crops, a crop-based mod, as you would suggest by the name, by Mark719 on the Minecraft forums. In this mod, you could grow all manner of things from food to resources and build a few cool things along the way. So without further ado, let's get started. And in like any bit of farming situation, you're going to have to leave the house. So all of you couch potatoes and hermits are going to have to go out and see the great outdoors. But before we do, any farmer needs his greatest tool, and in this case, for crop farming, we're going to need ourselves a hoe. But not just any hoe, mind you, we're going to get ourselves a mystical hoe. This is Magical Crop's own tool. It is different from a diamond hoe in the fact that it has 9,001 uses. And if you can't get the reference in that, well, I'm sorry, you need to spend more time on the internet because it is ridiculously out of hand by now. It is crafted with 2 extreme magic essences, which we'll get to in a bit, a regular diamond hoe, and blaze rod. So quite an expensive recipe for sure, but with 9,001 uses, you'll get your money's worth, and you will be farming quite a bit, because that's the whole point of this mod. Otherwise, why call it the Magic Crops mod? So let's head out the door, take in that fresh mountain air, and this we know as the Extreme Hills biome, a very exceedingly grassy Extreme Hills biome, almost suspiciously so. But don't worry, there's a reason for that. I cheated. Just kidding. So, when you start a new game, or maybe you're in an existing game, one thing you always need as any character is some food. Now you're looking around like, I'm getting tired of wheat. Don't feel like no beef. Certainly don't feel like crunching on an apple, although apples aren't bad. Maybe I want something different. Well, the first thing you can acquire quite easily in Magic Crops mod is various fruit and vegetable seeds. How do you acquire them? Well, the same way you acquire seeds. Provided any drop. There's a seed. Wow, we got blackberry seeds. We got some other kind of seeds too. We got blackberry, cucumber, and, well, wheat seeds. Boo! So what can you grow with all these seeds? There's 9 different crops you could grow. We'll go over here and have a look at them. All juicy and tasty in their own way. We got some big, red, ripe, juicy tomatoes. Got some nice, succulent strawberries. Personal favorite of mine in real life. I love strawberries. Some sweet corn. Who doesn't love some corn on the cob? Maybe some steak. We got some cows. Now we got some corn on the cob. Some cucumbers. Maybe you've got some vinegar turned into pickles. Melons. Not watermelons. This is like the common thing, like why did you put melons in the game? Well, these aren't watermelons. These are regular melons. If you could think like the smaller versions, kind of like cantaloupe or like the small green melons, that's what those are. So, melons. Blackberries. Ooh, that's tasty. Who doesn't love blackberry? And for those of you like a little bit more spice in their life, chili peppers. Maybe you like something with a little more tang and tart to it. You got yourself a raspberry. And of course, last but not least, grapes. Big, purple, juicy grapes. I'm more of a man of the sour green kind myself, but hey, all kinds of stuff. And if you break them, not only do we get some seeds, plop them back down, they'll grow after a while. Got some strawberries. You'll also, on occasion, get yourself some weak magic essence and some nature essence. And we'll talk about that in a bit. So I know what you're thinking. Trekkie, food? I mean, what's so magical about that? Well, other than the fact we got some magic essence and some nature essence, there's lots of cool things in this mod, like the ability to grow resources. But before we could get to the resources, you're going to need to gather yourself some weak magic essence. This is the very base of this. Obviously, it's called weak. There's multiple tiers, but you're going to need quite a bit in this to make use of the resource growing and a lot of the other products of the mod. Now, there's several ways to get it. Excuse me. The most basic, as you will probably know from breaking these, is, I don't know if they grow from, oh yeah, there was one. They're little green dots. Let me just break our resource. And you'll get them from farming your crops, not only the fruit crops, but regular resource crops as well. That's one way to get the weak magic essence, although you're not going to get a terrible lot of them. Another way to get them is to, well, you ain't going to spawn them in, but you could find these in the world. They're called farmer zombies. They move a little bit faster. You can hit pretty good and hard. They have the same spawning requirements as a normal zombie, that being dark level, being dark and available space to spawn on. They'll sometimes drop some weak magic essences and nature essences. On a rare occasion, they'll drop the even more powerful versions, but there's one way. The way you're going to get it the most is by digging down into the depths of Minecraftia and digging it out. So let's take a trip down into our mine so I could give you a little bit of info. That, and I built this nifty tunnel, and I want to use it. Ooh, creepy. So in this cavernous little bit here, which is totally fake, but you can see these green ores. Not unlike iron or gold, but just colored green. These are essence blocks. And if you mine them, which I don't have a pick on me, I guess I should go in the cheaty mode. I guess I didn't need to do that. Alright. Let's get a pick. I think you can mine them with just about anything. Apparently not. You can mine them with iron and better. And when you mine them, you get these weak magic essence. Now, these will be affected by fortune. So if you have a fortune pick, you could get a whole bunch more. You'll find these at layer 30 and below. We are currently at layer, where the hell is it? 18, well 17, feet position. 30 and below, and you'll find they're quite common, so they're not an uncommon thing. Not quite this common. I placed these there here for dramatic effect, but yeah, you're going to want to mine these. This is the most common way to get these, and you're going to need tons of these, especially for the more expensive resources. So let's get back up there and see exactly what you can make with these and how to craft these various resources. Let's get back up there. Woo, dark, and it's lava. Like I said, I went through all the trouble making this. You're all going to look at it. Alright, first, before we go ahead and showing how to use these various essences, let's have a look at what you can make. There's a whole bunch of resources. Starting from, like the most basic, of course, coal, which is like a grayish black flower kind of plant. Redstone, which is red. Glowstone is yellow. Of course, you got obsidian, gunpowder, iron, gold, blaze, ender pearls, which has my favorite blocks. Experience, you could actually farm experience, quite literally. Dye, there's no blocks for it, but they are really nice flowers. They have lots of colors in them. Nice for decor, too. Not just for growing. Diamond, of course. Emerald. And I forgot to put a sign for this one, apparently. This is lapis lazuli. As you can expect, diamond, emerald, and those are the more expensive ones to get. But quite a bit of resources to farm. And I suspect more on the way. There's also tin and copper for you industrial craft fans or other mods that use such things. Thermal expansion and probably other things too. So how do we do this? We got weak magic essence. What do we do with it? Well, you craft it in a 3x3. I'm not going to say 9x9 because I know how BWO gets that. Basically 9, a full crafting grid. You put them in there and you'll get a regular magic essence. Let's go ahead and craft it. I love this. See, you get a regular magic essence. That's the second tier. The only thing you can craft resource-wise with weak magic essence is coal, which you put it in a circle around a coal, much like a crafting bench with a coal in the middle. So that's weak magic essence. The next tier, which we just crafted, is regular magic essence. And in this tier, to craft the next tier, you're going to need regular magic essence in a diamond with weak magic essence in the middle. And that, if we do it correctly, will get you a strong magic essence, which is the third tier. And for regular magic essence, you craft them in a diamond, and you could get redstone, glowstone, obsidian, gunpowder, and dye. It could be any color dye. It'll turn into a dye plant, and then you can turn that dye plant back into any color you wish. So that's what you could get from the second tier, the regular magic essence. Now with this strong magic essence you just crafted, you do the same as the previous tier. Strong magic essence in a diamond with the tier before it in the middle. So it's basically, this is a full grid, this is diamond with that, this is a diamond with that, and that's a diamond with this. So strong magic essence, tier before it, regular magic essence. And with this tier, you could craft a iron ingot, gold, lapis lazuli, blaze rod, and experience. A bottle enchanted. Well, it's not. Basically, you won't get it by. It's a different crafting recipe. Trust me. And when you craft these together in a diamond, you'll get a extreme magic essence. I don't know why I did that. I don't think that doesn't yield anything else. Probably just got carried away. Yeah, it's the max. These are the creme de la creme of the craft abilities. Let's get this past in the morning. And these only have diamond and emerald. These are the two most expensive. And each time you craft a resource, you'll get 4 seeds from it. So if you were to craft this, you'll get 4 diamond seeds. Craft an emerald, 4 diamond. For any level resource. So that is pretty cool. I guess I should stop saying no. It's not pretty cool. It's awesome. And resources, they take a while to grow. Don't get me wrong. But okay, I know what you're thinking. Okay, we're growing resources. What could we do with the various outcome of these resources? Well, aside from getting resources themselves, which is pretty simple, let's go ahead and break some of this. How do we make use of this resource? You're going to need 8 essences per craft. You take them over here to one of your benches, put the essence on the outside, and put a weak magic essence on the inside. And this goes for any of the resource outcomes. You just put a weak magic essence in the middle and their resource on the outside, and you get the various resource. In this case, we got iron ore, 8 of them. It's not 8 for every one. Some of them are more. For diamond, you get 1 diamond per craft. So, very useful. That's how you get your resources. But there's other things you could do with the essences, as well as the nature essences and whatnot. Let's go over here. For some, what we just mentioned, the nature essence, which you get from any crop. After you break it, sometimes they'll drop nature essence. What can you build? Well, here we have the food once again. What happens if we take the food and put it around a nature essence? Well, let's get the chili peppers. We went with some spicy stuff and a nature essence. Actually, I think that did that backwards. Oops, Trekkie, I'm sorry. I'm still not doing it correctly. How the heck do we do this? It is the food around the essence. Why isn't that working? Did it come and I just did not see it? We will get to the bottom of this. And nature essence. Do we need the magic infuser again? Hold on 1 second while I rectify this issue. And I'm back. Apparently we have discovered a design oversight. It works with everything but chili peppers. So I might have to leave him a message on the forums about that, see? And when we craft that is some magical food. Now this is what you really want. As you may notice that down at the bottom middle, I am low in health and semi-low in food. What you do when you eat the food, which eats really fast, not only does it give you a good bit of hunger back, but it gives you a very quick bout of regeneration. So very awesome. So collect this food away, get some of these nature essences, and get yourself some magical food. Nom nom nom. Other things you could do with nature essence off the base is you could craft some stuff. Nature essence in the middle with cobble surrounding it yields you mossy cobble. Similar with stone bricks, gets you mossy stone bricks. Nature essence in the shape of an H gets you vines, and nature essence between some dirt gets you a grass block. So Won't even need silk touch. Just get yourself some nature essence and some dirt, which by this point you should have plenty of dirt in any normal game. Bam. So that's what you can do with nature essence. It's pretty cool. And of course you may be wondering, what else could we do? Well, there's plenty of building blocks. As you may notice when I was showing you the resources, all these cool colored blocks, which are bricks and smooth, of all the various flavors and colors except for dye. How do we get those? Well, take redstone for example. If you break the plant when it's fully grown, you get essence for that plant. In this case, redstone. If you place redstone in a 2x2 square, you'll craft these redstone essence blocks, which are the smooth ones. And if you craft them again, which I'll show you an actual crafting bench, you'll get redstone essence bricks. 4 of them, in fact. And they are pretty spiffy looking. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like the red ones. Also, if you take some of the obsidian essences and surround them with any color wool, you'll get any color of wool of hardened wool. And in this case it's white. This is resistance to fire. It will not catch fire. So if you're using lava or any kind of fire around your house, your base, or wherever, and you want to use wool, you can make hardened wool and it won't be bothered by fire at all. The same goes with planks of any vanilla flavor. I might add that these are only for vanilla recipes right now. Only vanilla planks, that being oak, birch, spruce, and jungle. It'll make infused oak planks, which are resistant to fire. Pretty cool. Now you may be thinking, oh, those are really neat. What if I have something more nefarious on my mind? What if I play on a server with other people and the magic crops is installed? Well, I got just the thing for you. Something to really tag your enemies and maybe even your allies with. It is a poison block. Anybody be thinking, ooh, a poison block, Trekkie, that's awesome. Does it only come in grass? No, in fact, it comes in all the flavors shown here. Stone, dirt, all flavors of vanilla, planks, gravel, cobble, sand. You just replace these grass blocks for the various ones over here. Iron block in the middle. Emerald on the essence on the outside. And you get yourself a grass block. And if you place it down somewhere, maybe I'll just... And it's disguised, so they won't even see it. It's camouflage. And I'm like, I want to walk over to this cool redstone block. Oh, no, I'm on... What's going on? I'm poisoned. Oh no, it's poison too. Oh no. That sucks. Oh no. Maybe you want to heal yourself now. What can I do to help myself after that terrible calamity? Well, you're going to want to craft yourself a healing block, whose texture is currently work in progress. You're going to need yourself a diamond block, which is quite expensive, a golden apple, and some emerald essence. Take it, same as before, missing texture. Place it, just walk on it, and it should give you, oh yeah, while you're standing on regeneration 3. So a good way to get that health back after your friends have played a little prank on you, or you played a prank on them and maybe you walked into it by accident because you didn't see it. Of course, you won't be able to break it like regular grass. You're going to need a pick. But pretty cool. Missing texture. How's you doing? Regeneration. Sweet regeneration. Okay, we're getting ready to wrap up here. You may be thinking, well, is that all? Building blocks and resources? No. There's some pretty cool tools. I'm not going to show them all to you. You can look at the forum thread, which I will link in the description for the rest, but let's give a few spoilers. First off, there's a whole bunch of stones you could hold in your inventory, and they'll give you various effects. One here is a green jump stone. Well, it's green stone, and it gives you jump. Hold for jump, high jump. And when it says hold, it means just have it, in your hand like you would a tool. Diamonds, strong magic essence, sugar. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Oh, still take falling damage though, but oh yeah. And there's actually a stone that actually negate falling damage. So if you could switch back and forth, you could be really good and help yourself. What else we got? We got the ability to craft some armor, some stronger armor. You take more of that obsidian essence. You're going to need quite a bit of this. Fire resistance blocks and stronger armor? Yes, please. Give me some obsidian. Plus, the obsidian blocks are really nice. Take some obsidian blocks, put it around a diamond, and you get an infused diamond. And you use this fused diamond like you would any kind of other. It only makes armor right now, I believe. Um, yeah, and you just craft it like you would normal armor, and that'll give you armor that is more protective than regular diamond, and with the enchantability of gold. So stronger, better enchantability. Pretty awesome. Can't go wrong. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you the unstable essence, which is just explosive essence in a diamond and blaze essence in the middle. Let's take this sucker. This is basically a grenade in the like with explosive power of TNT. You throw it and it explodes with every bit of force of TNT. So let's go. Oh yeah. Take this down into some deaths and just keep lobbing them. If you got yourself an excess of, explosive essence and blaze essence, craft yourself some throwable TNT. So I hope you all enjoyed this mod Spotlight. It is a pretty cool mod. I have grown to love it. I have actually used it in my last single player Let's Play. Very useful, especially when combined with other mods. Like I said, especially Metallurgy when it messes with your ore generation. With any mod, even by itself. If you're playing vanilla like I have right now, all I have is this and NEI installed. Really cool. You grab yourself some magic essence, craft yourself some seeds to grow. Plenty of stuff to farm. Lots of cool items to get. Lots of cool, some cool food, blocks, all kind of stuff all around. Suggest y'all check it out. Link will be to the forum thread in the description. This is Trekkie. Enjoy yourself some magical crops.